Established in 1986, the London Tigers are the world's second longest running professional paintball franchise. After a turbulent 2014 season, the Tigers' second team, Tigers 2, took a serious blow when it lost over 90% of its talent.
The reason we left is because it is so expensive, and if we stayed as a second team, we would get no paint deal or no gun deal ourselves to make paintball cheaper.
With ex-Tigers 3 players filling the void, the Tigers family is determined to continue the second team's legacy.
This off-season is absolutely critical. The way the team performs over the next couple of months will define how this season goes for us.
For Tigers 2, this off-season could be more important than any before.
Every year, Bricket Wood plays host to the London Tigers trials. Players flock from all corners of the UK and even as far off as mainland Europe, all fighting for a shot to play with the best. Team captains Steve Littlechild and Carl Milton have the mammoth task of spotting those with the potential to ensure the future of Tigers 2.
Tryouts are fantastic. It gets you to see, as a player, as a team looking for players, where the level of play is. When the guys turn up and you can see if there's good potential for a good player for the future. Plus it gives them, just like myself and most of the other players, regardless of age, good experience and a great background into what I suppose professional setup is like. Being coached and doing all the proper training days and having a professional team behind you and boosting you forward as a player. You're bringing in fresh blood, you're bringing in new talent, and you're progressing as a team and as an individual player as well because of all the new guys that will come through from the tryout.
All right, we'll just do a little bit of a jog in that, and then some dynamic stretches. So Sam, if you want to lead everyone off for a little jog. Right, so we've done a couple of matches, and it's a good idea to sort of get a feel for how you'll play, which is fine. The one thing we can't really see from that though is individual technique, etc., etc. So we've got 3 simple drills. We've got a snap shooting drill, a break shooting drill, and a running and shooting drill. You're going to snap one ball until you hit the target down the line. Then you're going to snap over the top at this target.
We're looking at a number of different factors really. Ultimately we're looking for a guy with experience who understands the game, who understands the field, how to walk the field, obviously how to use a marker.
Real simple now, break shooting. When we do this, I don't want you spinning and shooting half your loader. It's your first 5 balls that need to count, yeah? Anyone can shoot for 10 seconds and eventually hit something.
You're there for the win, you're there to put the effort in, and whoever's playing the best on the day, they're the people that get on.
A lot of you will have your own, techniques of doing things. We will probably try and break it down a little bit and say, try doing it this way, try doing it that way. But the premise is, you run across shooting on your left hand at the target, and you run back shooting on your right hand. And then back.
For the next 4 hours, the 25 competitors push themselves to their limits, knowing that at the end of the day, only a select few could earn the right to wear a Tigers jersey.
We're on our way to our first training session of the season with all the team, even the new guys we picked up from the tryouts. First time I played paintball was back in 1997 for a mate's birthday party when I was working in the Channel Islands in a little island called Sark. That was incredible, real buzz. But as a few years later, my wife Susie decided to say, oh look, why don't we do something together? I don't like fishing, so let's try paintball. We both enjoy paintball, so let's go there, and we did. If it wasn't for Susie, I don't think our team would be as strong and as solid as it is. She's our real rock. She's there for everyone. She organises us all. She does a lot behind the scenes. So yeah, the grind is now on. It's now real, very real. So a couple of weeks to go and see how we get on.
After some time away from the team, two-time World Cup winner and London Tigers coach Mark Dale has returned for the first training session of 2015.
Right, 30 seconds. 29, 28. It's not my fault you're late.
Having the support behind the team, having a pro support from a pro squad, and having a coaching influence does open your eyes to a lot of things that maybe you would miss as a player on the field that you wouldn't have seen, stuck behind your bunker doing your job.
We're different teams, different levels, okay, but I still want to have the same commitment and effort and desire to win that I have. We are a team, we are a family, as one together. We might be Tigers 1, 2, 3, 4 and Tigers kids, we are the same. We fight for each other on and off the field. And that's how I want it to stay, all right? So today we're going to play a few points to start off with, get warmed up, then we do some drills throughout the day, and then play some more points at the end of it.
Having a pro squad and having a coaching support team behind you is a blessing, I suppose. Having people off the field seeing what you're doing is massive, because they see a lot more than what you don't. You see, when you're on the field, you're in that moment, you're doing your job, you're concentrating on what's going on, and sometimes you kind of really forget what's going on around you.
Right left, right, side 2. What's it all talking? Good morning, King. He's that gun up! He's that gun up! Game! Everybody here! Everybody here! I told you 3 more times today, communication. What I don't want to fucking see, right, is us being here and here, knowing we're now half the fucking snake and not telling the team where they are. I see players here shooting at him here and not telling everybody else. So what's he going to do? He shoots 3 or 4 guys. Fucking bollocks. Anybody can fucking talk. All right, you cannot do that. It's your teammates out there, us on the line.
Paintball can change in a fraction of a second, not just in an entire point, but just in that second. A gun goes down that you don't even notice it. That lane stops, you could have moved. Why didn't you move? If you'd have moved, then you could have done this, that and something else. You would have won that point. So keeping your eyes open on the field and having those guys off the field allow you to do that and fix those problems. If you haven't got those people around you, then you're just doing the same thing. And in your eyes, you think it's right, it feels right, but it's not.
With their first training session complete, Tigers 2 must now look ahead to the Bricketwood pre-season tournament next week. The night before the tournament, the team gets some time to wind down and gather their thoughts for the big day ahead. Mark calls a team meeting to discuss tactics and the field layout in preparation for the competition, crucial for tomorrow's success.
You're in the room, I'll be up.
Tournament day and the final leg of the Bricketwood Winter Series, the first real chance for the rebuilt Tigers 2 squad to prove themselves. Teams face off in a series of 5-on-5 games. Players fight to get to their opponent's start gate. You press the buzzer, you get the point. It's a race for 2 points, and when you're hit, you're out. After 2 wins and a loss, the success of the day all rides on one final game. The pressure is starting to mount.
Right, guys, get out of the way.
We're all right, missus, we're off. Yeah, don't ever mess with the wife.
With the teams tied at 1-1, the match comes down to one final point. With only 90 seconds until the point begins, panic descends on the Tigers 2 camp. Steve calls a technical timeout.
Bonner, can we get a technical for air, mate? Get a technical for air, Bonner, please.
But confusion amongst the refs means his call goes unheard.
10 seconds.
You're supposed to get a technical timeout. We called a technical time for air.
Only one player makes it to the start gate on time.
Oh, I got him out! Check him!
Brad, we called a technical time for air. Bonner called it. What? Bonner called a technical time for air. We had queue up there when we first come off the field and we had about 15 seconds to get paint. We've literally grabbed our paint and I'm coming on the field hearing what I thought was a minute.
You let people out that area, Carl?
When we first come off the field, yes.
They said technical. I look at the station.
Literally, yeah, because we were literally the last 4 of us walked up to there to get paint. That's why I said to you, look, we've been stuck on the air station. There might not be anyone there at the time, I'll grant you, because we've just finished.
Finally, the refs agree to replay the deciding point.
Sir, you sir, are a legend, thank you.
I could tell you, yeah.
Come back in.
Tigers! We need to make sure that we can do the best we can do. That doesn't matter if we win or lose, but to come off that field knowing we've played the best paintball we could possibly do, that's important.
We are a team, we are a family, as one together. We fight for each other on and off the field.